Alright, so we're going to look at 3D camera animation and combine that with a green screen video. So just looking at how we can combine a couple of techniques here. So this is what we're going to produce. So we're going to move the 3D camera through a kind of layered background, and then we'll have the green screened video in amongst the background. Okay, so the first thing is to import in the footage of the lava cave, which is on layers. So right click import file, and then it's just called layered lava cave. Select that, just select import as composition and retain layers, tick create composition, and then if you double click on the composition in the project window, you should then see the layers that make up the composition. If you then go down to the layer panel, turn on 3D, so that you remember the 3D cube here, just click and drag down to turn on 3D for all the layers. Then we want two views. We want the 3D view and the frontal view. So if you go to view, menu at the top, and switch view layout and two views. Okay, and then in the custom view 2, well, just make sure that the second view is you've selected custom view custom view 3. You can have a play with those, but you've got the different views. I tend to prefer this view from this side. So we've got the kind of 3D view here. Okay, we're now going to add the camera. So layer and new, and select camera, and then we have the camera set up here. We're going to stick with 15mm preset. You have various presets here. We're going to stick with 2-node camera. Just out of interest, just because it's relevant, the 1-node camera and the 2-node camera. The difference is the 1-node camera moves more like a handheld camera. The 2-node camera has two settings. So there's the point of interest, what it's actually looking at, and its position are two separate things. Alright, whereas with a 1-node camera, the position and what it's looking at are the same thing. In the 3D in the custom view, so if you go to the layer panel, select each layer in turn, and using the 3D gizmo you can arrange them in 3-dimensional space. Okay, so just drag them out. So it's like a kind of stage set, and then when we move the camera we can move through these layers. Okay, you can see there now I've arranged those layers out into 3D space. Okay, and now our next step is to start moving the camera, animating the camera. So if we go to the camera layer, expand, go into transform. Two bits was talked about before: the point of interest, what the camera's actually looking at, and then the position, so where the camera is in space. So if we click on the timer next to each of those, that will insert a keyframe for each. And then if we move the playhead along a bit, and then we can change the Z value of each. So if we change the Z value of the position of the camera, so I'm going to track out a bit, out of the scene. Okay, sorry, just with the position, I'm just altering the position at the moment. Okay, and then if I move the playhead along again, and then I'm going to track in. Right, I'm going to insert a keyframe for point of interest, even though I've not altered that yet. Then I'm going to move the playhead along a bit further, and now I'm going to animate the point of interest. So I'm going to animate the along the x-axis to basically create a pan. So I'm going to pan left, and then move the playhead along, and then pan to the right a bit. Saying even if I don't change position or point of interest, I'm still inserting a keyframe at each point. So here I'm not changing position, but I'm still inserting a keyframe for position. So I'm kind of fixing that at each point. We've got our track in through the scene, sorry, track out, track in, and then pan left and right. Again, as we've looked at before, if you want to control the camera, the speed of the movement, you can select any of the keyframes, right click, select keyframe assistant, and you can control ease in or ease out. So an ease in, start off slowly and then speed up.